in their quest to defend the Ghana Premier League title. This could be the toughest test among them all. Samatex, the champions of last season, dare to dream. They are here. The champions are in the building against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the ancient purveyors of the Ghana Premier League. They feel like that they are the rightful owners of what Samatex have. The standard bearers of our game. No compromise. This game is elite. This is perhaps the biggest game of the match day 7 of the 2024-2025 Ghana Premier League as Kotoko welcomes Samatex to Lenkley Sports Stadium in Obuasi. These teams have been flawless this season, even though there have been most of their games being draws. They are yet to taste defeat in the Ghana Premier League, both of them. On the part of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they have Frederick Asari in post. He's also the captain. Justice Blay, after a turbulent season, is now back into the lineup in this big game. Samba Onel is in, and also Emmanuel Antwi, Michael Che Dramana, Elvis Cheba for Patrick Kasiedu, Albert Amoa, the man who has been bailing Kotoko out in most of their games, Joseph Ablo, Lord Amoa, Andrews and Tim Manu. These are the men beginning the game for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. On the bench, they have Kote Emmanuel, Fernando Wisdom Bassi, Saka Dauda has returned to the bench, Henry Kwame Ansu is there, Mohamed Kamara, Baba Yaya, and also Avoka Kwesi Vitus, Solomon Kwakusa, and Aqua Peter Amidu. These are the men on the bench for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. On the part of their away team, Samatex, they have Kofi Ban in post. Emmanuel Adusian is the captain of the side. Francis Jetria is in, as well as Godwin Sefa, Felix Junior Kodua, Akwasi Sapon, Lord Hilary Adabo, and also Emmanuel Mama Kofia Besima, formerly of Accra Hearts of Oak, and also Ebenezer Aqua, Ebenezer Okran. These are the 11 men for Samatex. On the bench, they have Samuel Mensah Tete, Baba Kuchibo, Isaac Bafo, Richmond Dakon, Ajay Solomon, Gosway, Avazi, Abubakar Seidu, Desmond Jabin, and also Jaffet Novenyo. These are the players for Samatex. Coach Prosper Nete Ogum is the man in charge of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and also Nuruddin Amadou is the head coach for Samatex. On the part of the officials, we have Atiapa Afonso in charge of this game at the center. Baba Alhassan Alidu is the first official, the first assistant referee, and also we have the second assistant being Asante Isaac. The fourth official is Nathan Anafo, and the match commissioner happens to be Nimakon Frank Joe. I am Robert Konye on commentary position this afternoon alongside my summarizer Dangana Daniel.
The defending champion Samatex against the creme de la creme Kumasi Asante Kotoko in our league since 1956, and it's obvious that they are going to give us the best of football. Looking at the atmosphere, the fans are here poised for action. They are ready for Kotoko to give them the best of performance, and I believe that Coach Nuruddin before the game said they are going to give Kotoko a very, very good match, and Prosper Netogu also said that they are going to give Samatex a run for their money. They believe that Samatex are tactically organized, they are oriented in terms of everything, but he's coming to this game with 4 things: composure, confidence, determination, and belief. So this afternoon we are going to expect those things revealing for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. In terms of quality, what do you expect? Both teams are giving us the best of players in the Ghana Premier League, and I believe that based on history, Kotoko are yet to lose again at Obuasi Lenkley Sports Stadium, and I believe that this time around they can maintain the momentum of not losing a game against any opponent at home. And I believe that looking at their numbers, they played 1-1 against Young Apostles, 1-0 win against Inswatraman, 1-0 win against Accra Lions, and this time around they are here again against FC Samatex, defending champion. I believe that the game is going to be interesting, but the game is going to be one of the best we've seen so far in this season.
Kotoko yet to taste defeat this season. Out of the 5 games they've played, 2 draws and also 3 wins for the Porcupine Warriors. 24-time champions. Of course, they are the benchmark when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. No team have been able to win at the number of titles that they've won so far. 24, followed by Hearts of Oak with 21 of the titles. Coach Prosper Nateogum, the tactician in charge of the Kotoko setup, he believes they will need to be composed to be able to get a victory over FC Samatex, who is also one of the best sides the Premier League have had since last season.
Prosper Netogu mentioned 4 key things, and I believe he's going to be interested in this game. composure, confidence, determination, and belief. And looking at the numbers, they played 3 games at home. They won 2, they drew 1, and they've scored 3 goals and conceded 1 goal. So it's going to be a perfect game here, perfect history for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Samba now gets back to his goalkeeper Frederick Asare. Emmanuel Anpik's touch, a hit from Godwin Sefa, control from Justice Belay. Samba O'Neill's ball to Intim. It goes back to Samba. Frederick Asare calming the team down. He's gathered some experience from the national team, Frederick Asare. He's been there over the past few seasons, and that is actually building his confidence. The Timber Boys move the ball back to Kofi Ban. Ban gets it up. Justice Billy turns well. Billy with a long pass. Miscommunication between the attack of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And that was a good move, but wasted. They have recorded their first throw of the game, taken quickly by Lord Amoa. Amoa crosses. Emmanuel Adusian gets the block, and Kotoko gets their first corner of the game.
Both teams are trying to give us the best of football in terms of playing the ball on the turf, and we're not going to see a lot of long balls in this game. Samatex are playing confidently from the back, likewise Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They are all trying to be calm, to maintain the tempo to their level, and I believe we are going to witness the best game.
Ball taken by Lord Amoa, a header from Justice Blade. The direction wasn't what he wanted, and you can see him showing disappointment in himself.
Samatex played 3 away games. They drew all the 3. 0-0 against Dreams FC. They drew 1-1 against Karela United, and also 0-0 against Midiama. Another away game against Kotoko.
Justice Billy heads. Lord Amoa fighting for it. Blake gets it back. This is in team. Samba O'Neill. Amoa. Emmanuel Anchi. Anchi goes wide. Tackled well once again by Emmanuel Siao. And for the second successive time, Kotoko have a corner.
They are piling pressure on the wide areas, and one thing you must admit is that in terms of effecting corner kicks, Kotoko always target Justice Blade because of his durability in the air.
Once again, Lord Amoa will take it, and Justice Blade will be the target once again. Justice Flakes. It's still an opportunity for Kotoko. The header goes in straight to Kofi Ban. This was a well-practiced move from the training grounds.
It's obvious that it's been revealing since the start of this season. They always target Justice Blade anytime they're effecting a corner kick, and it's not been that effective, but you could see some glimpses so far in this game.
Kofi Ban. Ban has gone wide, headed out by Samba O'Neill. This is Samatex. Ball for Kwesi Sapon. Sapon's ball looking for Godfrey Sefa. Sefa gets into the box. Sefa shoot. Frederick Asare stops.
Sapon is the guy who joined Samatex from Sky FC, and he's going to be integral in this game because in terms of passing to the rightful players offensively, he's very good for FC Samatex. And so far, he initiated a good move, but goalkeeper was there to save for Asante Kotoko.
Che Dramana has located Samba O'Neill. Frederick Asare. Asare's ball flicked from the middle. Blake. Jose Fablo, Samba O'Neill. O'Neill's long ball for Lord Amoa to chase. Amoa gets there. Amoa crosses, headed out by Lord Hilary Adabo. Patrick Asiedu back to O'Neill. The Kotoko fullbacks seem to be high flying, moving to advanced positions. This is Lord Amoa. Amoa attempts another cross. What a story this would have been for Albert Amoa.
Asante Kotoko are building up from the 3-back system, and you could clearly see that the fullbacks that are zoomed as wing-backs in the game are involving offensively for the team, and you could see that those crosses from the likes of Lord Amoa, and it's going to be massive because they can want to press and compress the spaces between Asante Kotoko lines.
Justice Billy with that header towards a blow. Samba gets it. This is in team. And Nuruddin, the head coach for Samatex, putting lots of instructions out there. Blay. Albert Amoa against Kofi Agbesima. Lord Amoa. Albert. Lord. Another cross. But dealt with once again by a double.
A perfect game approach from Asante Kotoko. Coach Prosper Teogum is trying to give some indications that the fullbacks are going to be influential in this game.
Amoa. And he strikes. And he is quite disappointed with the positioning of the referee, as at the time he got the ball.
Of course, it affected the direction of his kick. Last season, Emmanuel Antwi scored 6 goals for Great Olympics. This season, he scored 1 goal against Young Apostles for Asante Kotoko, and he's been influential in terms of creativity, linking up from the defensive part of the midfield to the attack. And so far, he's one guy Kotoko can rely on in terms of giving you the best of creativity.
And that ball was in his favorite position. It would have been a trademark attempt on goal for Emmanuel Antwi.
I remember that game against Young Apostles. The distance, the power behind the ball, the technique and the direction. Super.
Kofi Ban is receiving treatment. And per the laws, he's one of the 2 men who can be treated on the pitch while the game pauses.
Former player for Liberty Professionals and Kim Faisal, Kofi Ban. A safe pair of hands for FC Samatex. A nice competition there from Richard Bedu, former of Hasselhoek. But Kofi Ban is trying to give some quality display, and so far he's keeping the post for FC Samatex.
Ban's ball picked up. Kotoko building once again. Justice Blay. Disrupted by Emmanuel Adusian. A blow goes to Frederick Hassan. Lord Amoa. Justice Billy, Josepha Blow. Blay gets it back. Emmanuel and tense. That ball was meant for Patrick Asiedu, but he wasn't in a position to receive it.
The 3-back system is working so far for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Abulo, Sambo O'Neill, and Justice Blay. Perfect start. Let's hope they can continue to finish this game with that same display.
Amoa gets Amoa. Lord Amoa is being effective on the right side, but it's cross across the face of goal. Patrick Asiedu. Samba O'Neill tried a shot, but this wasn't enough to cause problems for FC Samatex.
You have to pardon Samba O'Neill because it's more or less an unfamiliar role for him ever since he joined Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And as a defender within that zone, you expect him to give any kind of shot. If he was a striker, maybe we were expecting something interesting. But for him, it's pardonable. Samba O'Neill.
He has been pardoned this time. Maybe he needs to do better the next time. A blow's header. Good ball from Asiedu. Asiedu goes down and he wins a foul.
Samatex are trying to use their mid block. They are afraid to press the center backs of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So more space, more room for the likes of Justice Blay to progress the ball from the back line.
The communication between Lord Amoa and Justice Blay has led to an attacking throw for Samatex. He gets it in. Nice move from Emmanuel Mama. Captain Sian locates Godwin Sefa. Sefa gets it on the left side. Good block from Josepha Blow. And Samatex will have their first corner of the game. And the third in total.
Last season, Emmanuel Mama scored 6 goals for FC Samatex. This season, he scored 1 goal against BBN Gold Stars. So Kotoko must keep an eye on him.
Godwin Sefa. And the referee says this will be a foul for Samatex.
Very advantageous. At this point, you can call for award the man of breaking Chelsea. The informed days of Glasgow Waku, they're going to give you the best of kicks from this spot. Very sensitive zone. Freddy Kasari must be careful.
And for now, we have Godwin Sefa, Ebenezer Ukraine, and that of Felix Jr. Kudria. Sefa leaves it for the 2. Ball being shot inches above the crossbar.
4 games between these two teams. Kotoko won 3, they lost only 1. So in terms of head-to-head, historically, you give it to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and they are playing with confidence.
This is in team. A blow. Patrick Asiedu. Fans are here. here to support Dare to Dream. Albert Amor tense. Ebenezer Ukraine. The fans are calling for something, but the referee thinks otherwise.
Samatex are draw masters so far in the league. 6 games before this game. 2 wins, 4 draw. They scored 6 goals and conceded 3. So in terms of giving you a very balanced game, Samatex are there with the numbers.
And the referee has stopped play. For Emmanuel Mama to be attended to. Emmanuel Mama has been treated, and Coach Nuruddin giving more instructions to his men.
Last season he scored 6 goals for FC Samatex. This season, the only goal against Bibiani Gold Stars. He's still trying to add more numbers to his books. Very dangerous player on and off the ball, and Kotoko must keep an eye on him.
That is Emmanuel Mama. Touched out by Samba O'Neill.
I think Samba is not feeling comfortable on that 3-back system. He's playing more or less a 4-back, so that compatibility with Ablo is not that connecting very well.
This is Samoa. Dramana goes to Lord Amoa. Amoa tense, gets it to Justice Billy. Ablo receives it. Samba O'Neill. Blay. Amoa being battled out by Godwin Sefa. Out of play. This will be in favor of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Justice Blaze through towards Samba O'Neill. Touched back to Jesse Fablo. But the referee is saying there was a foul throw.
Elvis Cheba is missing the game. He's not adding defensive work. Offensively, we are not seeing him that best. He must try to involve himself in this game because Kotoko cannot dare to drop points here.
Emmanuel Mama with a flick. Felix Junior Kudia.
The former second player, Felix Junior Kudia. Look at the height. He can deal with you in terms of area balls.
Ablo. Joseph Ablo's pass intercepted by Mama. Mama shoots. But Ablo has made amends. And there's a turnover. Emmanuel Antwi right into the box. Antwi's ball touched by Besima Amoa. That was a good move from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Brilliant play from Emmanuel Antwi at the edge of the box. And this could have been the opening goal of the game.
the creative level of Emmanuel Entry is something you cannot take away any moment. Look at how he was able to take on the fullback. The cross was interesting, but unfortunately, he's one tough customer that Samatex must try to keep an eye on, because he can link play from the wide and the channels. And this time around, look at where he picks the ball and was able to take on the fullback.
Blake. Frederick Asari. To save for blow. And team. Asari very well composed. Frederick Asari, the captain. This is Chiba 4. Chiba 4 tense. The team gets it. Blake. Back to the team. Lord Amoa. Albert Amoa tried to put it down. Coach Prosper Nateogum is not a happy man.
One thing Kotoko must try to consider is that, looking at the height of Albert Amoa, those long balls are not helping. And they are attempting so very good crosses, but his inability to dominate the crowd box of Samatex is something that coach must work on, because they are playing very well. The fullbacks are attacking very well. Crosses are coming in back. Look at the height against the likes of Agbeshima. He's indeed struggling, Albert Amoa. So far 2 goals, but last season he scored 5 for Great Olympics. But this season he scored against Karela and Accra Lions. Albert Amoa. He can bully your defense in terms of physique. Tough customer over there for Asante Kotoko.
Felix Junior Kudia is up, and the game will continue.
Samatex are missing the likes of Emmanuel Keyeke, Evans Osewusu. They were crucial last season for them. But in as much as these two boys are not within the team, let me be emphatic. Keyeke is out of the team on a transfer, but Evans Osewusu is out due to injury. And I believe Osewusu impact is something they are missing, because last season he scored 11 goals for Samatex. And this time around, he's not there. Let's see what the likes of Emmanuel Mama can do.
Frederick Asari. Justice play. Chey Dramana and team.
The team I know is not so involved in this particular game. And all the time, Manuel Mama is being dropped to link him up man for man. So he's struggling to progress the ball, as we know, and losing team.
Kofi Ban for Samatex. Ban's ball was straight to Samba O'Neill, and Francis Jetuya was unable to connect. Throw taking. Mama battling. Mama gets it. But this will be a Kotoko foul.
Samatex are trying to mark Kotoko dangerous players. Emmanuel Entry is marked out. Albert Amua and the like, so they are struggling to get into spaces. The balls are coming from the back, but the dangerous players are being linked up 1v1 from Samatex.
Nice display from Kodria. Jetuya touches. The ball has been lost again. And Lord Adabo has been cautioned by the referee.
Adabo joined from RTU. And he's not that bad for Samatex this afternoon. But before this game, that game against Accra Lions, Kotoko were channeling the attack through Saka Dauda. This time around he's on the bench. And they are struggling to find a way to attack Samatex in terms of the wing play.
Felix Junior Kudia causing a lot of problems in the midfield for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, but they seem to be handling that quite well.
What interests me is that he joined this team from a Division 1 side. And he's playing very well.
Jetuya goes down, no foul. Patrick Asiedu's touch. Nice pass. Could this be the first opportunity? And Albert Amoa dealt with by Lord Hilary Adabo.
Samatex must be very, very careful because they want to rely on the high defensive line, waiting for the offside trap to track Kotoko players back. They were safe because they were thinking that Albert Amor was offside.
Corner taking, headed by Elvis Chibafo. But his header was a bit more wide, heavy to connect and beat goalkeeper Kofi Bam.
Chibafo, a 25-year-old guy, former of Liberty Professionals. He went to Tunisia for Slonima.
And he's now back in the setup for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Emmanuel Antwi. Antwi's pass towards Asiedu. Asiedu's cross.
Kotoko are trying to be on the front foot, but they are lacking some connection. Patrick Asiedu, Albert Amua, Che Jamina. And I believe Prosmate Natiogun is looking at what is going on offensively, because you can play very well from the back, control the midfield, but when your attackers are lacking that connection, definitely you're going to struggle. And in as much as Kotoko are trying to control the game offensively, the link up, the understanding offensively is lacking.
Justice Billy hurts. Emmanuel Antwi. Jetuya. Adabo battling. Has lost the ball. Patrick Asiedu on the left for Kotoko. Good move from Asiedu. Albert Amoah. What a goal this is. Just half an hour. And Albert Amoah has put the men in red up front. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have their boot on the throat of the champions. And what have you got? Samatex. 1-0 Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Just a minute, over half an hour, and the third goal this season for Albert Amoah is in.
The wing play for Kumasi Asante Kotoko is working. Look at how he manages to take the defender on. And Albert Amoah within the sensitive zone. He's one guy in as much as he hasn't been that potent, but you cannot write him off within that moment. He was within the traffic, 2v1 in the middle between two defenders, but he was able to find the back of the net. His third goal this season. He scored against Accra Lions, and this time around against FC Samatex. Last season for Great Olympics, he scored 5 goals. This time around, he is looking forward to increase those numbers.
He was the man who scored Kotoko's first goal of the season when they played against Kerala United at the Nash Sheriga Sports Complex in Nalerugu. This afternoon, he has registered his third goal of the season for the Porcupine Warriors. And the men in red are in front.
It's obvious that the likes of Agbeshima at the back for Samatex. It's so disappointing to concede from a moment they think they could defend. But Albert Amoah salvaging points for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Ball for Che Amoah. A pass to Asiedu. Asiedu strikes. Offside.
This time around they will save. The high line is working. The coach is not happy.
Prosper Nateogum. Not excited.
Of course. It's always good when you get a questioner. Look at that boy again.
It was good composure from Asiedu. Another strike from entry. And that was a brilliant save from Kofi Ban. Kotoko still knocking for the next goal.
The confidence from Kumasi Asante Kotoko players. Delight to watch. They now believe that they can play and score FC Samatex without fear. And history is backing them. And in terms of quality, they are playing very, very well. A reliable back three. That was the goal from Albert Amoah. The link up. Sidu gave every pinpoint grounded cross into the box.
Adabo. Benisa Akwa. As meander this way. And that ball was given to Godwin Sefa. Foul for Samatex, taken quickly. Kodia against Aplo. Foul for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Looking at the 3-back system that Ogum is playing with, all the time the wing backs must try to come and give that defensive compatibility. And we just saw that from Patrick Asiedu. He's doing that with Lord Amoah. And it's interesting.
Joseph Ablo. Samba O'Neill. O'Neill's ball to Asiedu. Sedu looking for Chid Pamina. Pamina's ball in. Abetamoa. He failed to get a touch. Kotoko looking more dangerous. Amoa. Emmanuel Lampi, Justice Billy. But the defense of Samatex have managed to calm the ball down for Kofi Ban to claim.
Prosper Ogum started the season with a back four, but this time around, tactical adaptation, adjustment, and the three back is yielding results so far. The wing backs are joining attack very well, and they're controlling the game with ease from the flanks.
This is Samoa. Albert Amoa looking for Lord Amoa, intercepted by Emmanuel Sian. Sian's long ball. Looking for Mama. Mama once again. Up against a blow. Emmanuel Anchi has committed.
When you have your dangerous players dropping deep to defend, it affects you offensively, and the likes of Emmanuel Mama are dropping to help defensively. So no threat for Samatex offensively.
This is Anchi. Nice ball towards Amoa. Can this be another opportunity? And Albert Amoa once again couldn't get a connection. And Samatex would have some space to breathe as they win another throw.
The numerical advantage for Kotoko in defense is something difficult for Samatex to break through, because all the time Emmanuel Mama is surrounded by three players offensively. He's frustrated, you can see.
And Coach Prosper Nate Oku is not just resting on this goal. He wants more, as was once said by Oliver Twist.
They must score more because they are yet to score more than 2-3 goals so far in this season. And I believe that one goal project is not going to help them, because they may meet a tougher customer that will score more than 3. Kotoko must try to outscore them to win that game. And so far they are playing very well. They've been getting chances. That game against Young Apostles and Swatraman Accra Lions, they can create, but ability to find the back of the net.
Samba's pass intercepted. Frederick Asari straight into Justice Billy. Plays ball to Albert Amoa. And Ebenezer Aqua has been booked. He gets the first yellow card of the game.
Ebenezer Aqua, former of Sky FC. That tackle was so serious. Look at how Kotoko is changing passes. The wing play is working. But again, Ebenezer Aqua, the tackle wasn't the best. And you could see the player is in pains.
Albert Amoa. He's up. And Kotoko will be glad that he's able to continue. He's been a good player this afternoon, dropping deep into spaces to receive the ball, linking up play. And that is what top teams like Kotoko need to succeed.
You need a striker that can facilitate, link play, drop deep, find channels, and go into some spaces for you to find him to score. And Albert is doing that so well.
Good ball for Che. But goalkeeper Kofi Ban was there for Samatex. Ban will go for a long one. Ban does. Justice Blame missed, but Joseph Ablo wouldn't.
When you have a versatile player in Justice Blay, he offers you a lot in terms of defense and offensively. He can give you back three. He can drop into midfield to aid the likes of Inti Menu to progress the ball offensively, and it's working for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Che Asiedu goes back to O'Neil. O'Neil's pass for Che. Asiedu gets it in space. Asiedu's cross once again. And goalkeeper Kofi Ban had to once again battle. This is Mama. Mama has got into a dangerous position. Mama's pass. Could this be an opportunity for Samatex? Blocked by Joseph Ablo.
What was Mama waiting for? He got a space, got a time. Emmanuel Mama, my goodness. A player of his caliber.
And Coach Ogum wanted a foul.
Look at the space. He was 1v1 against the goalkeeper. I don't know where he was sending that pass.
Very early in the game. And Samatex making changes. Francis Jetua is off for Samuel Mensah Tete to come. And also Ajay Solomon has also been introduced. Headed in. This is Okra. He goes wide towards Sefa. Sefa in the box. Opportunity for Samatex. Shot blocked. Cleared out by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Samatex mounting pressure at this moment. As early as this point, Samatex have already made 2 substitutions.
And it's obvious that the game plan is not working, so the coach must adjust to put players in to let the system function, because the game is still young. We are having a lot of minutes to play, especially in the second half. So we must try to put guys to warm themselves up for the system to work. But the defenders of Kotoko, so solid, taking risks, throwing themselves up and down to defend. And Asedu has been interesting to watch.
Frederick Asaro's ball was for Asiedu, but he failed to keep it in play.
Now with different profile of players, Ogum has shown that getting Asiedu can create for you also. Saka Dauda can also create for you from the flanks. You must get a lot of variations to keep you going in the marathon league. And some glimpses from Prosper Natiogun.
Ajay Solomon, ball sent wide. Emmanuel Mama, corner.
He's trying to prove some stubbornness, but you can never doubt the defenders of Asante Kotoko, especially the command from Justice Blay.
This is Sefa. And this will be a turnover for Kotoko. The men in red approaching the area. But Kofi Ban got in touch. 3 minutes of additional time. We're already done with one of the minutes.
Tactically, Ogum is on top. Nuruddin Amadou, the coach for Samatex, is struggling.
This is a pass from Felix Kudia, beautifully controlled. This is Samatex. And Ajay Solomon, the man who was just introduced, has come with some power.
They're having a game plan, and some players are designed to make some system work. And Ajay Solomon, instant impact. Somebody else struggling to contain him. But their precision offensively, Samatex must improve.
Ajay sent O'Neill to sleep.
It's obvious when you are facing deadly wingers, they can find a way to humiliate you. And Samba, this time around.
You talked about the fact that he's operating from the left as a centre back. And I don't think that is his favorite role.
One thing when you're playing 3 back is that those 3 centre backs must be careful in terms of anticipation, because you must cover the wing backs that had any attack and also play as a centre back. And clearly, Samba O'Neill is struggling to adapt in as much as he's playing very well, but 1v1, he's jittery. So Peter Atiedu must try to always cover him up.
Patrick must try to cover him up. Emmanuel Anchi, the safer blow. Frederick Asari. The referee takes his whistle up there. And that will be the end of the first half. 45 minutes done, plus 3. And Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the men in red, lead by 1-0. Samatex, the defending champions, are here aiming to defend the title with every bit of their sweat.
Emmanuel Mama and Co must try to be influential.
Samatex, champions of last season's Ghana Premier League. Up against Kotoko, the most successful club in the history of the Ghana Premier League.
Of course, the cream de la cream. History is backing them so very well.
Albert Amoa gets the touch. Amoa turns. Emmanuel Anchi. Back to Samba O'Neill. Anchi gets it back. Pressure from Ajay Solomon, but Anchi was able to escape. Justice play in team. Anchi Asiedu was trying to put it in behind for Emmanuel Anchi. but the communication was a bit difficult. Good ball from Samuel Mensah-Tete.
The last embers of the first half, Samatex were coming closer and closer, and this time around you could see that energy still within in this first half, or second half rather.
Ablo. Blay back to Frederick Asare. Asare's left-footed ball met Samba O'Neill, flicked Fonchi. Okosi Sapong has fouled. And Prosper Nateogun chasing his 4th win of the season. Samuel Mensah-Tete back to goalkeeper Kofi Ban. Ban's ball towards Solomon, cleared by Samba O'Neill. O'Neill, who just got back from injury.
Samatex are trying to find an antidote to Kotoko wing backs attacking. So this time around, you could see the likes of Saka the other warming up. Fernando are all wingers that can create. So when your game plan is being neutralized, try to find a way to create. And I believe Saka and Ku can add a lot of creativity offensively for Kotoko.
Blay. Emmanuel Anchi. Asidu. Cut out. Offside.
Before this game, the last 4 meetings, Kotoko are dominant. 5 goals for Kotoko and 3 goals for Samatex in their last 3 meetings.
This means we should expect more goals.
Of course. And Kotoko are up. Whether Samatex can come back with something promising.
Kofi Besima, a former Hasselhoff captain, has managed to get the best out of Chidamana, and that'll be a goal kick for the Timber Boys.
Anyone with Hasselhoff affiliation always do a kill against Asante Kotoko, regardless of the team he's playing for. So Richard Beidou and Agbeshima are all guys that they're having that kind of instinct against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But this time around, things are not quite working for them as expected.
Samuel Mensah. Mama touches. That ball was for Solomon.
Sambo O'Neill is clearly struggling. His passes. And he's more or less playing on the left side, and he's not that comfortable. So any dangerous winger from Samatex can bully him up.
Frederick Asare with that kick. Albert Amoa was trying to press Kofi Ban, but Ban went for safety first. Okra towards Mama, but Samba got there.
It's now obvious that Samatex are trying to exploit Sambo O'Neill on the left. So I'm expecting Asidu to always be quick in recovery to give that 5 back defensively. Because most of the balls in the second half are being channeled through Sambo Wandel, and he's struggling. He's comfortable to play with a pair, 4 and 5, but the 3-back system, in as much as he's playing very well, but he's not of his best.
Tete's ball, Blaze header, opportunity for Samatex. And Felix Jr. Kudria with that left-footed strike, inches away from goal.
He's trying to come to the game, but just that defense of Kotoko is not giving him spaces. But this time around, there was much space.
Emmanuel and Chris ball towards Abeta Moa. And Samuel Mensah Tete. Was there to recover for Samatex. Amoa manages to keep it in play, but that was cooked for Samatex. Ajay Solomon, the man who was introduced in the second half. Adabo, this is Ajay. Ajay's ball wide, beautiful control from Godwin Sefa. Sefa up against Blade. Sefa gets into the box. Samuel Tete. Good defensive work from Asidu. Ajay Solomon. This is Adabo. And Samatex wanted the whistle, but there was none for them. And this will be a goal kick for Kotoko.
You can see the belief, the confidence, the composure from this Samatex boys. Gradually maturing into the game. And this time around, they are testing the fullbacks of Asante Kotoko because Justice Blay is lacking some pace. Also, Sambo Onel is not the best. So I'm expecting Kotoko to always retract to get that 5 back.
Lord Amoa. Adabo's interception. And Kotoko will have a foul.
Can Emmanuel Mama do something magical? But all the time, look at the isolation. 1 versus 3. Sambo Onel, Ablo, and Justice Blay. A header for Mama.
Mama has also been a bit deadly up front. Asiedu's pass misplaced. Sion's ball towards Sefa. He went straight into Justice Blay.
The coach must speak to Justice Blay because he's now more of giving progressive runs in the middle, and all the time there are always spaces behind him. He is suspect in pace. And looking at Samatex, they are trying to channel all their balls, exploiting the fullbacks of Asante Kotoko. 32 years Justice Blay from Secundia Hazakes, Midiama, Asante Kotoko. One of the experienced players in the league. And he's been the fans' favorite for Asante Kotoko. But fitness has been his issue. that game against Young Apostles. The fans were calling for Tinedu. The creativity level of Anchi is not top notch this particular game, because all the time he's been forced to defend.
Joseph Ablo, Justice Blay. Lord Amoa. Amoa's ball blocked by Besima. Justice Blay gets it back for Amoa. Foul for Samatex. Albert Amoa, a strike, and that was a brilliant save from Kofi Ban.
A signature shot from Albert Amoa. Very dangerous, very deadly, very poisonous, very toxic. He can spoil your day any moment. After getting their first goal, he seems off, but this time around, look at the dominance. What a strike, what a player. My goodness. By brilliant save from Kofi Ban.
What a goal this would have been. Corner being whipped in. Kofi Ban gets it again. Samatex. There is a shot from Akwasi Sapong. Samba Unel to Frederick Asari. Long ball sent for the dangerous striker. Albert Amoa gets the flick. Asiedu with Kofi Ban once again to the rescue for Samatex.
What a game Patrick Asiedu is having. He's involving in any offensive play for Kotoko, and the energy alone is interesting and super.
Abubakari Seidu is replacing Godwin Sefa, and also Felix Jr. Kudria is making way for Richmond Darko.
Seidu Abubakar, formerly of Dwarfs. Last season scored only one goal for Samatex. Let's see where they can add up to the likes of Mama.
This is Darko. Sian Okra. Solomon's ball towards a double. Patrick Asiedu managed to keep it in. Good control from Solomon. And that will be a true one for Samatex.
The best of Samba is on the center back pair, but this time around, unfamiliar, unusual role for him. But I believe he must adjust because very soon, Natiogun is a coach who love to visit his books and adjust things. So you must play to your best, regardless of the system and the structure.
Samatex building patiently. Mama. Wasted ball by Elvis Chebafo.
Chebafo has been a mere passenger. The support to offer to Albert Amwa. I can see they're lacking some connection because from the first half there were some misplaced passes between the two, and this time around again. And no wonder coach is trying to talk to him, because Albert is doing all the runs, contesting the duels. So you must try to also run to spaces and always give him pinpoint passes to let him go.
Chebafo. Has to be taken off. And perhaps he may come to the orders of the fourth official.
The season is still long, so don't risk players who are not fit.
Tete. Frederick Asari. Good area dominance from Frederick.
Of course, but I am not seeing that presence and command impulse, in as much as there are no match balls for him to show his best of quality. But I believe a national kick for Ghana, very young. Let's pray we can handle him very well to mature.
Michael Che Dramina is being replaced by Baba Yaya.
Yaya, former of King Faisal. From the first game, second game, he was getting much time, but this time around, his impact is not all that best. So he was dropped to the bench. A fine game for him to prove his qualities. I always say that he's yet to give the best of him ever since he joined Kotoko from King Faisal. I believe he's more or less a number 10 than playing from the flanks. And this time around, maybe he can give that spark of creativity. Because all the time, the wing backs will advance and then they can drop inside and give that creativity to Albert Amwa.
And Frederick Asari. Solomon Het. Emmanuel Mama. Adabo. Good ball towards Zakaria. And Seidu was unable to get that connection.
He was a dangerous striker for Dwarfs, but he's here to find his feet for Samatex.
Long ball. Blade battling with Seydou Abubakar. Emmanuel Antwi put wide for Amoa.
The first touch was heavy, and he lost the ball from that first touch.
Agbesima Abubakar Seydou with that flick for Mama to chase.
There is balance offensively for Samatex now. Seydou is flicking the balls for Mama based on his creativity.
Cheba 4, Baba Yaya tense. Back to Cheba 4, putting space for Yaya. Justice Blade. Yaya gets it back. Emmanuel Antwi. Seydou. Joseph Ablo. Justice Blade. Emmanuel Antwi. Lord Amoa. Good interception from the former Hasselhoff defender Kofi Agbesima.
Look at his calmness alone, and he's there to give those last-ditch tackles. He was the leader for Hasselhoff last season. And moment like this, he can handle them for Samatex, and he's doing that so far.
Joseph Ablo. Antwi's ball was for Seydou, but it was intercepted by Samuel Mensah-Tete. Samuel proceeding.
They are calling for Saka Dauda. Maybe a game twist. Kotoko can get the second goal. For the first goal, they are not safe because Samatex can bounce back.
This is Samatex. Akwasi Pong. Tete. This is Adabo. Another foul this time for Emmanuel Adu Sian.
Justice seems tired, and you could clearly see that anytime he's 1v1 against Samatex wingers, he's really struggling. That was an aggressive ball
from Adu Sian. Kotoko, good interchange of passes in the midfield. Blake, the former Mediama midfielder. And team running all along. Antwi. O'Neill. Seydou. But this will be another offside. Saka Dauda being introduced for Patrick Seydou. It seems Prosper Natiogum wants to switch from the wing backs attacking the spaces to direct wingers.
And I believe with this, Ablo must come and play that left fullback role because Sambo O'Neill is not that rigid. And I believe in terms of creativity and offensive threat, Saka Dauda is going to add a lot.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko. We want to get more goals. Adabo. Okra. Agbesima. Good ball to his captain, Emmanuel Sian. This is Solomon. Ajay. Akwasi Sapon. Richmond Darko. Solomon's ball towards Abubakar.
Seydou Abubakar. He's dangerous. Look at the energy he's adding up in attack. His positional sense. He was able to spot the space. But the tackle on Saka Dauda was too heavy.
Play back to Ablo. Ablo acting as the sweeper this afternoon. He's the man issuing command. Elvis Cheba force pass was for Lord Amoa. And nothing came out of it. And Samatex would have some space to breathe once again.
I think Peter Aqua should come in because he can take on defenders on their toes in terms of pace.
Samba Onel is down.
He's having a fair game. Different role altogether. That was a bad tackle.
But it has been given in favor of Samatex. Tete towards Abubakar Seydou. Cheba 4. Adabo. Solomon turns well. Opportunity for Samatex. Kicked up by Akwasi Sapon. Good move from the Samatex boys.
The offensive connection for now is working for Samatex. The introduction of Seydou Abubakar is yielding results because Emmanuel Mama is now resting, waiting for a moment to pounce on. And the likes of Sapon Akwasi are taking advantage of second balls. Look at the combination of passes. Look at the space. Baba Yaya is lacking some defensive awareness, and Kotoko might be careful defensively because Samatex are coming gradually into the game.
There seem to have been too many fouls in the game.
At this point, players are always tired. So what else? Any touch, you need energy, so you must rest on the turf. And it's part of bringing down the clock in your favor.
Justice Blay in attacking positions, very advanced. Blay calling for options. It goes back to Lord Amoa. Entry gets it. This is Baba Yaya. Yaya has space. Has gone to Albert Amoa, who has moved wide. Amoa crosses Agbesima. Corner kick.
Saka Dauda was right there in front of Agbesima. And the exchange of rules between Albert Amoa and Saka is something interesting.
Former Bofo Akwatano winger.
Scored 8 goals last season, but he's yet to find the back of the net for Asante Kotoko. But he's playing very well the last 2 games for Saka Dauda. It's interesting.
A good corner kick. Pounced on by Amoa. Goal kick for Samatex.
The clock is ticking.
80 minutes. Just some 10 minutes and additional time to end proceedings. And it's Kumasi Asante Kotoko leading by 1-0.
At this point, you must create balance between your transitions. When you are attacking, in as much as you are looking for goals, but you must be aware defensively, especially Asante Kotoko, who are up by a goal.
Abubakar Seidu.
The cross. The box was flooded by players.
Solomon. Mama in that tussle with Ablo.
Ablo has been a very perfect introduction to Kotoko defense, regardless of who is giving him the pair. Either Justice Blue or Samba or Nel, Ablo is always top notch. Unblemished performance from Ablo. From preseason, the rehearsals was between Samba O'Neill and Justice Blay. But Ablo came from nowhere and is now commanding the starting 11, playing very well. The understanding, the connection, the aggression, the energy, the passion behind his game. It's interesting for Kotoko.
And that was why he was trusted enough to play as a sweeper in the 3-back system.
And he's filling all the potholes, covering up for Samba O'Neill and Justice Blay. Picking the balls from Frederick Asari, initiating passes. Fantastic, interesting Ablo.
Good control from Cheba 4. Albert Amoa. Amoa tense. Baba Yaya. That pass towards bar 4.
Cheba 4 hasn't been on his element this game.
And Lord Amoa has been substituted for Fernando Wisdom Bassi, the new number 7 man for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Fernando is having some Vinny Jr. instincts, and his debut, he gave Kotoko a best of performance, 1v1 coming in from the lines, and this time around he's in the game. Wisdom Bassi.
Frederick Asari seemed to have been kicked by Abubakar Seidu.
Watch the ball carefully. The midfield of Kotoko is having lapses now, and Abubakar Seidu, he's tough, but there was a contact. Formerly of Busian Drafts, Abubakar Seidu, very tough and rigid. He can contest and give you balance, aerial duels, ground duels. In set pieces, he can kill you with a header.
And he was arguably the best player for Dwarfs during his time.
Of course. He's tough. Kotoko are yet to taste defeat here. No Boise. 1-1 against Young Apostles. That game, as a review, I could defended very well. He won 1-0 against Swatraman. Accra Lions, that was a game. Both teams played very well. By the end, Albert Amwa won all the 3 points for Kotoko against Accra Lions. This time around, another goal up. Kind KTC, Albert Amwa. So back to back, he's on form, he's on fire.
Ball towards Samoa. Samoa tense. Albert Samoa being very deadly. He went for power. O'Neill. Bassi. Baba Yaya.
Bassi first touch was succulent.
Okra calming it down. This is like Besima.
Look at the calmness. Besima progresses the ball. No pressure at all, regardless of the press.
And that was a very brilliant control from Samba O'Neill. Emmanuel MP. Frederica Sari shoots. And that was some good sweeping for Kotoko at the back from their goalkeeper, Frederick Asari.
Kotoko might be very, very careful because I told you that Samatex love drawing games in recent times. The least mistake you do, they can punish you and get a draw.
Albert Amoa moving options. This is still Amoa. Amoa shoots. What a game Albert is having.
In fact, mouth-watering and jaw-dropping performance from Albert Amoa. But for this ball, I believe he should have looked for an option because Saka Dauda was having nice positioning. Look at that boy again. Saka was giving me options in terms of passing, but Albert decided to go solo. The clock is ticking. Samatex. Can they do something magical? History is not in their favor. This particular ground has been a fortress for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But the question is, when will Kotoko score more than one goal?
They still have some 3 minutes and additional time to do so.
Nate Ogum said, composure, confidence, determination, and belief. Now, there's composure, there's confidence, determination, the belief is now we're hoping for to get a second goal for Kotoko.
Samatex moving the ball. That was a good one for Tete, but the control failed him. And now Kumasi Asante Kotoko have all the time in the world to take this through.
The reason why Samatex are struggling to break into Kotoko defense is that they always form that diamond with Intim Menu, because Justice Blay here, Sambo O'Neill, Ablo, and Intim dropping from the middle. What a perfect tactical approach from Natiogum. Babaya hasn't been that influential coming inside because all his balls have been sent backward, and I believe that what differ wingers from the others is how direct and progressive they can be.
This is Bassi. Bassi moving to a dangerous zone. Bassi's ball in, but a double clears. 9-10. This is Solomon. Very good player this afternoon for Samatex. Ball being sent in for Isaac Bafo. Bafo wins another foul. And this It'd be one of the very last opportunities for Samatex before stoppage time.
Saka Dauda is now involving himself defensively, and it's obvious that when you struggle to score more, try to protect the only one you're having. But Basti so far, juicy first touch, juicy crosses.
Frederick Asare, good catch for the Porcupine Warriors.
Under no pressure to start play.
And the men in red are leading. Good ball. Amoa has located Bassi. Bassi trying to go direct. This is Bafo. Bafo gets away from Blay. Saka Dauda closing the space. Richmond Daku has been fouled again.
Team Menu couldn't get a touch of the ball, and he's anguishing in pains. The clock is running down and down. Kotoko under no pressure. Look at that boy again. Samatex exploiting Justice Blade. That was 50-50 and both players missed the ball. Yellow card in Team Menu.
And that perhaps is right, because he didn't get a touch of the ball.
Of course.
4 minutes of additional time. Albert Amoa fouled by Richmond Daku, and Daku goes into the books. Another yellow card for Samatex.
90 plus 2 minutes, but the energy level of Albert Amoa, my goodness, what a player. Endurance, fitness, lion heart from Albert Amoa. He's never down in energy.
Oh no, this is Baba Yaya. Yaya moving wide. Yaya's cross headed out by Kofi Agbesima. Yaya seemed to delay so much on the balls.
Of course, Bassi was calling for the ball in a very nice pace, but Yaya delayed. Now they have to defend their lines.
Solomon. Solomon Ajayi has been solid for Samatex since his introduction into the game.
And he's trying to pull some strings for Samatex. But you cannot break through that formidable back three of Asante Kotoko.
Some few seconds to end proceedings. Agbesima has gone to Isaac Bafo. Justice Blade does well to keep it out.
This is going to be another 1-0 win for Kotoko. 1-0 against Nswatraman, 1-0 against Accra Lions. And this time around, 1-0 up against Samatex.
Justice Blade hits. Agbesima bringing it back. This could be the last kick of the game. Samatex. Agbesima looking for Seidu. Entry heads.
Baba Yaya.
Difficult game for Baba Yaya.
In fact, difficult game. He's here to show the Baba Yaya we all saw his days at King Faisal. Adaptation has been his problem.
In team. Nice control from Bafo. Saka Dauda. This is Bafo. Entry towards Albert Amoa. Amoa gets the touch. Bassi approaches.
Bassi is having a decent game so far. And
Amoa. In team back to Amoa. Amoa has gone down. Free kick for Kotoko. Perhaps the last kick of the game.
My man of the match, Albert Amoa. What a game. What a player.
Of course, he has played well.
Look at his energy. Look at his endurance. Defensively, he's there. Offensively, he's there. And the confidence is there after scoring against Accra Lions. Another goal. Same venue. Against Samatex. Kotoko, in terms of strikers, Mbella gave them a lot of goals. Desemukwala gave them numbers. Albert Amoa trying to improve upon his days at Olympics. 3 goals so far.
Emmanuel Antwi. This could be the final moment. Antwi saved by Kofi Ban. Corner kick for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
This was that ball from Enchi. My goodness. A decent ball. But Kofi banded a very nice save.
Antwi corner taken, headed out. And that is all here at the Lenkley Sports Stadium. It is Kotoko 1, Samatex 0. Match day 7 of the Ghana Premier League. And Kumasi Asante have got their 4th win of the season. And again, it is by a goal to 0.
This particular venue is now a fortress. You cannot come here and get 3 points against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Beautiful game. Albert Amoa, super player, and back-to-back, another goal for him.
Will once again rejoice and be glad in Albert Amoa. What a game he has had this afternoon. The game is finally over here, and it's Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Another win for them this season, and it was by 1-0. It's Kotoko 1, Samatex 0. Very soon I'll be joined by the head coach of Samatex, Coach Nuruddin Amadou, for us to discuss how the game actually went. It looks like it was a disappointing defeat for Coach. Coach, commiserations for the defeat.
Thank you.
Coach, how do you explain the game? A painful defeat for you, 1-0.
No, it's not painful. It's normal. The league has just started. We have played about 7 games. So if you lose one match, it's not painful. Even though we came on strongly, it was a balanced game, 50-50 game. We were going slow. We have some challenges in our target injury situation. So for me, I think that the boys did well. We continue to motivate them. They should continue to work hard, and so that we'll see how far we go. This is a young team. We are coping with the situation. Second half we came strong. We played well, and so. It's all that they took their chance. So, for me, it's not a bad game at all.
Coach, the first half, we saw you make 2 substitutions. Was it due to injury or tactical reasons?
No, tactical reasons. We should play a game, and then you see that some people are playing minors. You need to bring them out. And when you saw the changes, when it helped in a way, because we were able to restore our normal game. So, for me, I think that it's not that painful. We'll still move forward and see how we'll motivate them and going forward. This is what we have. We have to keep working hard so that we can get there. It was not a bad game at all.
Thank you very much, Coach. The head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Coach Amadou Nuruddin, is the man we just spoke with. And very soon I'll be joined by the home team coach, the coach of the moment, the coach who just won the game, Dr. Prosper Nati Okum. Another victory for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, a very good game for your side. How excited are you?
Very excited because today you can see there's an upgrade in our performance. They played better than previous games. We look more committed. We look more hungry to score more goals. So it's good for the team.
Coach, we saw a different approach from you in this game. 3 back with your wing backs attacking the spaces. How effective was that for you this afternoon?
Very effective. I think you saw it. That did not give Samatex the opportunity to play their normal game that they used to play. We were able to cut them from the flanks because we realized that anytime, per their previous games, anytime they had the ball from central, they go wide. So once we placed the wing backs there, which are typical defenders, we created a trap for them, and then we're able to put pressure on them. That's why we're able to press for the ball, win the ball, and then play forward. So it was a good structure for us, and then the players were able to play within the structure. So I think it's good for us.
Coach, finally, Albert Amoah, his energy level, how he was able to cope, and his 3rd goal of the season.
Yeah, I think all that I can say that congratulations to him. I think he's done very well. The energy level, as you said, is very high. And then you could see that today he was running a lot behind the defense. He was using the spaces behind the defense. And I'm happy for him. He should just keep his focus. He shouldn't let this eat into his head so that he will relax, but rather he should make him work more harder to work harder and then get the results for the team.
Thank you very much, Coach. The head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Dr. Prosper Nati Okum. Now I'll be joined by Albert Amoah, the man of the match, and in fact the man who got the goal. Albert, a fantastic game. Na season you won your 3 goals. Sen also feel after getting your 3rd goal of the season.
Oh, manager, I'm more encouragement. Mommy, say meet me here. So, sad I'm feeling.
Now, and then that energy was through. I said from minute 1 to minute 90, oh, Ranessa dropping behind, oh, J-Boss, now Sansonia go can hono. Instruction from the coaches for you before this game.
Oh, yeah, about park, no say you need determine about park, so yeah, by so be a so and yet die supporters no so say almost no more energy now. So I do up crowd with your supporters now. We can do more.
Albert, our target as a player this season,
Send me to me and go okay, inshallah.
And so far 3 goals in the end, I say, oh, Quanon.
We share energy now, players and the money, tactics are your coach, no, any supporter, you know, outside now. Amount a man we need a man like I say you can do more.
Thank you very much. So the man of the match, Albert Amoah, fantastic player by all standards, formerly of Accra Great Olympics. 3 goals so far for him this season, and he believes he can win the Golden Boot. You know, the top scorer of the Ghana Premier League. Kotoko have had lots of strikers from Mbella to the likes of Desimo Kwala. Now they have Albert Amoah, and he seems to be doing the work quite well for them. It's all over here. This is the Lenkley Sports Stadium. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have got their 4th win of the season over Samatex. Robert Konye, keep watching Globe Television.